Hey there, what's up you guys? How's everybody doing today? Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how you are on the right path and how everything you do is dictated by this little thing up over here. Alright, let's get right into the video, alright? Have we ever had that feeling in our lives where like, I don't know if this is worth it. I'm doing so much, I'm putting so much effort into it. It just doesn't feel like it's worth it. My job's just making it worth it, you know? I'm struggling, I'm working day in and day out. I'm working the grind. I'm just not seeing any results. Is it worth it? Am I down the right path? Am I doing the right thing? So guys, when it comes to mindset, a lot of us think that a mindset is something that we are born with. It's something that comes to us. That is not true. Mindset is something that you need to develop. So mindset is basically very important when it comes to developing it, just because none of us are born with the right mindset. We're all born with the same brain, and then we get trained. We get trained from all different ways. Our parents train us, our teachers train us, our friends train us, our peers train us, our co-workers train us, our bosses train us, our managers train us, and that becomes who we are. We've all heard of the term brainwashing, right? Brainwashing is basically when somebody tells you something and then you believe that to be the truth. The thing is, we are all self-brainwashed across our entire life and we don't even know it sometimes. Brainwash comes in so many different ways, and guys, you and me have both been brainwashed our entire lives. We've been brainwashed to think, go to school, go to college, get a job, climb up the corporate ladder, become a corporate leader, maybe go up the corporate ladder and become bigger than a leader, maybe go up bigger than that and become a bigger leader, and then maybe one day you'll be rich and then you can retire. Brainwashed. But here's the thing, you can unbrainwash yourself to actually learning different things, but you gotta change this, you gotta change the mindset. Mindset, super important to change your mindset. When you change your mindset, everything really changes. Back in the day, I'm sure you've heard of it, you got those steamroller engines, right? Where people used to shovel coal and put it into the engine, and then it would go choo, and the steam comes out and the train moves forward. Why? Because of the combustion of the coal, right? So that's the engine. That little engine is guiding that entire train, which may have multiple compartments. You're probably looking at 15, 20, 30 compartments, is all kind of pulled by this one compartment in the front, which is kind of like the engine, which is kind of getting the whole thing moving. This right here, guys, your brain is like your body's engine, like your life's engine. If the engine does not work properly, nothing else will work properly. Imagine if the coal engine, for whatever reason, was programmed to go in reverse. You'd be going backwards. You'd be going backwards. And there's a way to program that. Sometimes the train has to back up. So yes, it does go back in reverse as well. And sometimes we don't even realize it, but our brains are wired to go in backwards, go in reverse. We don't even realize the things that we are doing on a daily basis that are actually causing us and setting us up for failure. But we think that it's success because we've been brainwashed our entire lives to believe that this is what success is supposed to look like. What do you do when you get out of college? First, you've graduated with $40,000 of debt. You've got $300,000 of debt on a house that you bought. You've got $40,000 on a car that you bought. You probably put $20,000 on a wedding. Guys, you're so much in debt and you haven't even started life yet. But society will judge you if you don't do that, if you don't buy a house, if you don't buy a car, if you don't have a fancy wedding. Not just society. Guys, you're going to judge yourself because that's what you were brainwashed to think your entire life. You were brainwashed to think that I have to have this fancy grand wedding, I have to have this fancy house, and I have made it when I have my own mansion, my own this, my own that, 2 kids, a white picket fence, and a nice front yard. Guys, you decide when you've made it, and that's what you have decided over the years. That is when you made it. When you're $350,000, $400,000 in debt, you think that's you made it, and that's bad debt. That's debt that's not making you any money. I talk about this all the time. Guys, good debt, bad debt. Go read up Robert Kiyosaki's opinions on good debt and bad debt. Guys, I'm close to 200 grand in debt myself, but it's all good debt. It's debt that's making me more and more money. It's not debt that's taking money out of my pocket. Consumer debt, credit cards, buying a car. Guys, these are depreciating assets. You don't want depreciating assets. You want assets that are going to give you money. You want assets that are going to lay little babies and keep putting money back in your pocket on a month-to-month basis, on a week-to-week basis, as often as possible. Guys, real assets, that's what we talk about all the time. You need to be able to invest your money into things that make you more money. So even what I tell people, I say, listen guys, don't think of something as a $1 something. I don't think of anything that I spend $1 on as a $1. I think of it as $18, $20. For example, when you're going out and having a $3 beer, this used to happen to me all the time when I used to work as a server. My co-workers would go out at the end of Friday night or Saturday night and get beers and things like that, and I would refuse to come. They were like, hey, you're making the most amount of money. What do you mean you don't have enough money to come drink a beer? I'm like, listen guys, I don't see it as a $3 beer. I see it as a $60 beer. I'm not willing to spend $60 on a beer. Simple as that. I'm not doing it. All right, but they didn't understand. They're like, it's $3. It's not $60. No. $3 invested will give me $60 in the future. I'm looking at the future. I'm looking at the big picture. But the problem is that so many people that we surround ourselves with, unfortunately, family, friends, workers, they don't understand this concept of think of the bigger picture, think of the future, think of what you can be in the future, how you can achieve your goals in the future. They're all about today, instant gratification. How many times have you guys heard the word instant gratification with things like Facebook, social media, the internet? Instant gratification is all over the place. We want something and we want it now. I want this now. I want this now. I want to make $1 million now. Guys, you're not going to make $1 million overnight. If you think you're going to make $1 million overnight, please show me how to do it. I would love to make $1 million overnight too. Well, without having a couple $1 million to begin with, because you can make $1 million overnight, but you need a couple $1 million to get into that to begin with. So if you want to make a lot of money, if you want to get out there and actually crush it with making a lot of money, crush it with things that you want to do in your life, with goals that you have for yourself, then you have to be able to do things differently from everybody else. Because look at everybody else around you. You see what everybody else around you is doing. If you're doing the same thing, guess what? You're going to end up with like everybody else around you. If you don't want to end up like everybody else around you, guess what? You're going to have to do something a little bit different and change things up, because otherwise that is what you're going to end up as, because that is what you are setting yourself up for. So mindset, very, 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 very important. Get into the right mindset. Now, how do you get into the right mindset? Guys, everybody around you has this negative mindset. Everybody around you has the same thoughts, the same feelings. How do you get into a place where you can actually have different feelings, different thoughts? You need to start going to workshops. You need to start going to seminars. And don't give me that this doesn't work, it's all a scam, I went to one of these and they don't work. Guys, if you went to one of these and they didn't work, that's because you chose for it not to work, all right? Every single one of these workshops that I've gone to, I have left with more value than what I paid for. Yes, it's a couple $100s. Yes, you're going to have to travel. Yes, you're going to have to book a hotel. Yes, you're going to have to spend some time. Yes, you're going to have to spend some money. Yes, you're not going to get a weekend just going out to bars and getting brunch. And yes, it is going to be a little bit hard sometimes. But guess what? In the long run, that's going to pay off. The biggest investment you can make is the investment in yourself. The highest ROI that you can get, return on investment that you can get on any investment, is the investment that you're going to make in yourself. All right? When people come up to me and ask me, hey Kabir, I have $200. What do you expect me to invest it in? I'm like, don't invest it in anything. You're broke. Invest it in yourself. Invest it in growing your own knowledge. Guys, you have to invest in your own knowledge. Because listen, when you invest like $10,000 in going for a course or going for a seminar, and if you need recommendations on courses and seminars, just Google it. Google. Google has all the answers for you. Investment seminars near me, real estate meetups near me, free seminars near me. There's even free seminars. Guys, go check out the Millionaire Mind Intensive. If you don't know what the Millionaire Mind Intensive is Google it. It's a great seminar. It's literally free to go for the Millionaire Mind Intensive. It will change your mindset. What have I been saying? Mindset, 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 mindset. So how do you get in the right mindset? Go to these seminars. Go to the Millionaire Mind Intensive. Find out about Chris Crohn's Unleash Your Financial Destiny. Go for that as well. I know I talk about these workshops all the time. Go for them. Figure out who are these influential people. Go to a Tony Robbins event. Figure out who he is. Go see Gary Vee live. These are guys who are going to motivate you and educate you. And when you get into a room filled with these people who want to be motivated and want to be educated, it brings about a different energy in you that you're not going to find in your day-to-day mundane life that we are living. Which is why I choose to surround myself with these people. I choose to go to all these different workshops. I choose to meet these different people. And some of these people I do business with. Some of these people I do friends with. Guess what? Some of these people I'm going to be friends with forever. Hey, I might even find a life partner in one of these places. I don't even know. Hey, I'm not even looking for a life partner right now. I don't have time. I'm busy running 7 businesses. But you have to get into the mindset. So to get in the mindset, do some reading, read some books, watch some correct YouTube videos. Do not watch entertainment YouTube videos. Guys, you will entertain yourself when you're rich, and you can get there in like just a couple years of hard work, dedication. You can absolutely get there. But the way you are right now, if you don't have this, you can mess everything up. There's this one thing I learned at one of these workshops where Doug Nelson actually said this. He said that you can have the best tools in the world, but if there's a tiny little leak in the toolbox, what are you going to do? It's all gone. So you need to fix those leaks in the toolbox. And so many times the problem is that we have limiting beliefs and we have things from our past that we don't even know are limiting us. Things that we didn't even know were actually an issue for us are actually blocking us from learning new things, because we have this skewed mentality of that's not going to happen, that's not this, that's not that. And we kind of get backed away into this corner, and then you're all scared and you're like, oh my God, I don't even know what this whole new scary world out over here. But when you step into the whole new scary world, you understand that it's a whole new world. Yes, it is a little bit scary. great, but it's gonna open up opportunities for you, opportunities that are gonna help you grow and absolutely crush it at every single aspect in your life, in your business. And by smashing that like button, you are gonna realize that so many more doors open because the YouTube algorithm is gonna recommend so many new videos to you of this kind, and you're gonna learn more. So smash that like button, hit that subscribe for me, follow me on Instagram right over here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you.